Salutations and greetings. My name is Margie. Welcome to my tube. I am a Heyoka wise clown. I like to clown around, yammer on, talk about stuff, kind of make you think. Copyright. I'm thinking of skit that they used to do on Saturday Night Live. Anyway, I needed to start this video. I was going to hold off a little while longer, but then I started taking a trip down memory lane, because I started out listening to Lauryn Hill. Everything is everything. And then the next song is Lauryn and Bob Marley. Turn your lights down low. And I shit you not, he said turn the lights down low, and I was like, I need to turn the lights for this video. And so I hopped up, and these are how freaking rad the universe is with the synchronicities right now. And right as he said, I closed my curtains. I closed my curtain. And I was like, I am the same frequency as Bob Marley right now. How fucking cool is that? So, I had to make some notes, because I had some pretty freaking what the ideas today. And they're pretty cool. I think I have a way to put... Okay, I'm just gonna talk. I don't need to set it up. Alright, so... If you've ever seen What the Bleep We Know, like it's on, you can find it. Quantum, it's the relation between water and emotion. And emotion oftentimes is... the formation of that is based on the induction of the words. The words used, the emotion used, put on the words, the heart space behind it is contained in the water. These experiments have been done where they put, talk trash. I can't even be mean to water. Water is like kind of part of becoming a bigger part of my mission, because if my storyline of me versus the Waterman in Salem, Oregon, I had to shift gears because they deemed it safe. I don't buy it, so I'm still looking for sources. So they don't provide it, so now I gotta figure, I might take a drive out to mile marker 14. Anyway, there's a fresh spring out there. Water should be free. I digress. So, oftentimes, so based on that, right, you have astrology, or to branch off on that, you have astrology. And what's happening right now is all this Cancer energy, which is a water sign, is making everything extra flowy, extra fluid, right? Now, which way am I gonna go with this? But water is like magnets too. They cooperate. It has its own pull. That's why, like, when you have a rock and water that travels around it, you see lines not just by the rock, but it's impacted all the way around it. This rock makes the water do all sorts of different things underneath that you can't even see. So you might think you know what's going on beneath the surface, but you don't know. And with all this magnetism, it's drawing all of our water to our surfaces. It's drawing everything up, right? So all the words that have been contained in your constitution, the words that people have put on you, is being pulled to the surface, and it's creating emotions that you don't know what to do with. And some of these are, here's the trick, the cool part, some of this stuff is so foreign to you and so scary, it's because you actually brought these experiences with you from a previous incarnation. Yep. Or there are frequencies that attach to you that have bad that are low vibrations that... How many stories do you hear they weren't themselves? It wasn't of normal character. Opposed to the everyday stuff that we hear, oh yeah, we totally knew that was coming. We know who people are just by feeling them. You know when someone's not right because they don't feel right. But we're told and programmed to fear that, to be afraid of that, and that it's weird and wrong. But the tables are turning because people like me that read people, cops are no different. They read people too. They're just like me. They are just, not all. There are very, very, very good people in this world. There is good in everything, and just like there is bad in everything. My focus is on this, of the vibrational frequency. So let's talk about, okay, people talk about vibes and frequencies, alright, like that a lot. So let's relate we could do this in two ways. Your summer break, you're young, 8, 9, 10, you're outside playing, you know, screwing around with your whatever. Playing a lot of it myself. Me and Mother Nature. So, you know, I don't want to use that for an example. Shifting gears. Oh, we'll just go back to the cop with the empath thing. So they're no different than me. Right? But there's some people, and this is just not the police force, this is every human being, every sector, every job. This is just in relating to frequency, okay? So you have the frequency, which is love, right? Yay! When you're a baby, you're all held. Oh, you're so cute. And then you get birthdays. This day is all about you. What do you want? Tell us everything you want. We'll get it for you. And here it is. And these are the stories I've heard. So I'll just go with them. I've seen it on TV, so it must be true. But what happens is there's these... That love is a warm and comforting feeling, or a high vibrational feeling, right? It's elation, it's joy, it's surprise! You walk in, surprise! Look, everybody loves me, right? And then you have people that were brought into the world in less than ideal circumstances. They didn't get that vibration, but their close match was being woken up in the middle of the night. Their surprise was being picked up from school, from kindergarten, with your car packed with... You didn't get to pick. It was chosen for you, the things that were important. And then driving for 8 hours, and this is where we live now. Surprise! So, some people, when they have a hard time later in life, when they find things that give them that warm, intended feeling, like dogs and cats, not so much people, but sometimes people, enough to help you keep the faith in them, you know? So, that vibration is not so easy to get used to. But after a while, and if you take pause and, like, really focus, really take the time to try and meditate, it has taken me years to be able to meditate an hour a day. Sometimes 2 now, but it is a blissful place that I don't think I would be okay without it. So, anyway, it's that vibrational frequency. The jolt is the jolt. It's the heart space. The intention is what makes the connection from heart to heart, from person to person. Now, there's some people that have to contain the control, and they will use it. So they want to take. They want to drain you. They want to draw your current. And some people want to give. They want to put into your current, make you brighter, add to you. Some people will pretend like they're trying to draw to your light, but really, the undercurrent they're taking from you. It's trusting your heart to know what the difference is. Now, that's what we were, I was open. Third chakra. How you doing today? I was reminded of a story, because like when it feels like I'm getting kind of negative, I have to throw something positive in there to kind of take the edge off, to balance it out. So I was somewhere and I was like, it sounds like I talk a lot of trash about cops. I said, but when I think about it, I have so many stories where uniformed officers have not been for my protection. Kind of fucking dicks, really. Doesn't matter where, it's the vibration that they hold, that controlling, because they feel small, they have to draw the current, and they're bullies. A lot of them hide in that workforce because they feel so small and they are bullies. And they can't control emotion, they can't hold their emotions. They can't hold their pop. You of all people are supposed to. If you can't hold it, maybe we should be issued the Under Armour for protection. So, well, I love when I can't read my own notes. Swine feel emotions too. Oh, but that's that bully, that mentality that people have. Either it's that bully thing, control thing, or it's either you're for everyone or you're for you. And if you're for you first, you're not. There's self-care, but don't get me twisted. From what I hear, there is cats, like you can tell the vibration of a species, of anything really, by how, like human beings, we have hearts, we have empathy. If you go out, I'm getting to the point that I only want to eat meat that I kill, but I'm not ready to kill meat, so I'm not eating meat. Or I'm not in a position where I can hunt and things like that, so I'm not doing that yet, but I'm just not eating meat as much. Anyway, so, God, this is going to be long. But I'm getting to the point that I don't want to. And when you watch shows like Alaska, The Last Frontier, it's my favorite, Alaska. Anyway, they are always respectful to the kill. And that is how it's supposed to be. And that's why, there's such a big deal with the food that you eat and the freaking dissonance of the people. Because they're slaughtering these animals, and some of them are having a little too much fun doing it, if you know what I mean. And they're coming up with a little too many creative ideas to impose pain and shock and awe. And it's gross. It's that vibration. So, from what from what I understand, a cat, I hear the story, natives or stories about how they're the devil and dogs are the angels and things like that, and I can see it because my little cat, he's a little angel, but he can be a little devil too. I see that in there. We all have dark to our light. It's ignoring the dark that makes the dark want more attention. So, but we put off pheromone smells, right? Well, from what I understand, that's why a cat plays with a mouse, is because it emits a smell and it's trying to prolong, it's getting something out of that fear smell. Well, people get that same thing out of vibration. I don't like when people are scared, so I like to do what I can to stop the fear, or to remove the threat. Other people like to create that. That's the difference. That's why I've never had because people like me are recognizable. We are of the light. Look at my shirt. Straight people like rainbows too. It's in the color spectrum. We're all just shades of the same color wheel. People need to stop talking about race like there ought to be a winner. Anyway, turning emotion into frequency. When people impose words on you, we've collected that to a point. We filled our contents, our buckets are full of what we tell ourselves too, not just what other people tell ourselves. It's what we choose to focus on and believe. So now all that's being drawn up. Well, I drowned it out what other people have told me, so I'm okay, but not a lot of people are. So all these emotions, all this nostalgia is coming up. I was in we had to exercise a lot when I was in fake war. It was fucking a way to fucking be a fucking time suck. It was just such... Anyway. So we had to work a lot of 12-hour shifts. And because these people are dance, little puppet, dance! Why they fly to fucking halfway across the country to play golf to be home by dinner. It's just these men that just have to control things, and that's what's happening. Okay, I'm going to end up on this because I don't want it. It's already too long. This is what happens. When kids don't play with their toys, they get taken away. Well, fellas, your toys are getting taken away. To the point that you even made Viagra. And it's not working. Things that do not no longer serve you aren't going to work anymore, and you're going to be blasted out for who you are. So, I'm not selling these on Etsy anymore. Etsy's technology in 5D is glitchy. It's only going to get worse. It's unreliable. So if you want one of these, let me know. Mail me straight to peoplelike rainbows2@gmail.com. Hope you all have a rad day. Peace.